So in the end, it goes to a penalty shootout. And what I really liked is I liked the penalty takers. I liked the order. I liked that it was Odegaard first to set the scene, to set the tone, thumps it in. And straight away, you can see that, pumping up the crowd. It was a good toss to win as well, actually. So we could be at that end, at our end, rather than the other end of the Emirates, where the away fans are positioned. So that went in Arsenal's favour. I've got to say, in terms of both teams, though, right? Like, how good were the penalties in this? Like, all of them were just clutch. Even the likes of look, Saliba, I've already mentioned, he dispatched his coolly and calmly. How was Timber's penalty, by the way? That was a rocket. That's the type of penalty that you'd expect like a world-class striker to practice and score. That was amazing. I think there's time and again, all players who stepped up, full credit to them under that sort of pressure, especially when it gets to sudden death, right? Calafiori was the first to step up as the sixth penalty taker. And look, time and again, it was just class finishing from both. And look, as it turns out, so often in these sudden death moments, it just takes one miss or one save, and that's the difference. So, it was 8 out of 8 scored for Arsenal, 7 out of 8 for Crystal Palace. Unfortunately for them, it just so happens that they missed in the lottery. And Kepa has chosen well. He's chosen the right side well, and he's dived and he's saved it. And fantastic scenes for him. Good on him. Just a big sense of relief as well for everyone watching that. Hey, we actually got through this one. And I've already mentioned how good the post-match scenes were. I'm going to have to watch that again. I sort of hastily switched it off to set up to record this podcast. But I do want to watch that again because it's just heartwarming stuff. It gives, if you're listening to this, please go and revisit that too, because it gives you every sense of how engaged this group is and how much they want it. Look, I've got to be fully honest. If Arsenal exited this, I have a few worries about January anyway. I think January in 2025, it really broke our season. We didn't really recover, not just the volume of injuries, all the cluster injuries to forwards, from Jesus. Saka was already injured. Then Havertz, then Martinelli with a hamstring. We couldn't quite recover from that. And I know there was the whole narrative there as well about the January transfer window and we didn't strengthen. We chose not to. But that lives long in the memory for me that, with a match with 10 matches in the month, basically every 3 days, are we up for this? Are we going to be able to handle that? And this is a very different Arsenal now. We've invested heavily, as I've already mentioned, as we all know. We've got those 8 extra squad additions, and hopefully with some players to return. Also up our sleeve in the January market, we've got 2 Premier League loan spots just in case an opportunity comes up. Do we need to shore up a fullback or a defender or something? I don't know. Maybe there's an opportunity there, but we've certainly got more things up our sleeve than we did 12 months ago. So in that respect, I'm a lot calmer about it. Look, it would have been fine either way. But put it that way, I never want Arsenal to lose, not at all. I mean, every competitive match, it's not in the mentality of Arsenal or Arteta. So you saw how much they want it, and we're up against Chelsea now again. It's a spicy match. It's a spicy fixture now. They tried to kick us off the park last time in their grand final, and now they get a chance to do it again over 2 legs, right, in an actual semi-final of a cup competition. So let's see how we go. I think we'll have something to say about that too. So overall, job done. It wasn't pretty, but and it wasn't plan A. But we found a way. We've got the answers, and onwards we go in the EFL Cup.